Hey everybody, I am still live at the doTERRA 2016 convention, and I haven't had a chance to really share a lot of my feelings with you, particularly on my main page. I'm really careful about sharing too much business on my page, but I needed to tell you this. I needed to share with you just a little bit how much and how impactful rather doTERRA has been in my life. You know, we all come here to do something, to serve and to create something bigger than ourselves. And doTERRA has been that vehicle for me. So at the end of just a very profound week, I wanted to share a few thoughts with you. So first off, Shane and I started this journey about 3.5 years ago, a little bit over 3.5 years, when in our own life things were very challenging. I had been in bed for almost 2.5, 3 years, and I had given up a lot of hope. I had very few answers, and in many ways my strength spiritually was there, but I had exhausted all of the tools that I had in my tool bag as far as being well. And doTERRA came into my life at a time that really picked up the pieces for us. It picked up the pieces for us emotionally. It gave me an outlet. It gave me this ability to create with myself and other people. And I'm just so grateful. I would be so remiss if I didn't share with my larger Facebook friends and family, because again, so rarely do I share on my Facebook page some of my tender feelings, and particularly when I'm talking about, say, my business things, I hold them very sacred and very dear to myself, because for me, my business is more than a job. It's my life. It's given me the ability to reach out and to do something more. It's been an incredible journey, and so while I don't share that often, I should probably share it more often, because I'll bet that there are some of you out there that are in the same place I have been, the places that we all go through. It's called life. We all have a story. We all have this journey that we're on, and as we go through life, when you develop depth, and I'll tell you something that happened to me when I was very ill. Hey, Dan. Dan, you have a profound little place in my heart from high school. I think you're an amazing soul, and the lives that you touch as a coach is incredible. So many people that I see joining us on the call. Deb Scully and I are partnering together as we work with trauma. Karen Hand, as she works with people every day as an acupuncturist, and my own beautiful, amazing daughter Ariana just joined me. Hi, honey. So we're in Salt Lake right now, and I was just giving some highlights about the week that we had, and I was sharing that the depth that's created in the trials of life is where you create who you are. It's what you do with the information. It's what you do with your story. And if I could give you guys anything, wherever you are in your path, is I want to give you hope. I want to give you the ability to know that you can achieve, that you can do everything. I sat through today a whole afternoon of co-impact sourcing, of what we can do when we come together in a single purpose of something, as we work with the Underground Railroad, and nobody wants to talk about the sex trafficking that's affecting over 2 million children in our world, and how can we contribute to something that's so heinous to make a difference in these children's lives. And doTERRA has partnered with this Underground Railroad to make a difference. It's incredible the work that they're doing, the children that they're saving. We're working with Days for Girls. The Days for Girls Foundation is about culturally the differences when we menstruate. Do you know in some countries that they literally are shunned for 7 days out of the month? They can't go to school, they can't be with their family, they can't talk to anybody, they're secluded in a room, and they don't even have supplies. And the Days for Girls, they empower these young women to know that their bodies are normal, that they are normal, and that they can be empowered and be beautiful women and mothers. And so that's another group that doTERRA has partnered with. They also partner with a foundation that does micro lending, and we have given so much to just so many different countries across the world where they're doing micro loans to get them on their feet, and they have basically a 99 to 100% payback rate. So this is an incredible opportunity to partner with. So doTERRA for me has been so much more than work, obviously. It's changed our life. It picked Shane and I up in a time where we could create a future for our family, where a residual income was there for us to be supported for the rest of our life. It's literally changed our family tree. So grateful for that. But beyond that, I have partnered with an incredible group of people, not necessarily a partner in a sense that it's not a partnership per se, but I associate with some of the most integrous people I have ever met. When your finances are free, when you are able to have the freedom of heart and mind to serve in a way that is limitless, something changes inside you, and that's really what's happened to Shane. I know it doesn't mean anything to those of you out there, but Shane and I hit Blue Diamond this year, and that's quite an achievement. It shows that I have put a significant amount of time into this, but it more than that shows that there's a group of people that are like-minded who want to be part of this mission. When you run into somebody in doTERRA, know that it's not just about sharing oils. It's really about creating empowerment in your home. We want to teach you about your body. We want to teach you how to create joy. We have whole histories and sciences behind why the olfactory system works so effectively. When you smell one molecule of oil, we have direct access to your limbic system, which has the ability then to go in and work with those resources within you that have to do with emotion. I've had a lot of loss this year. There's been a lot of pain in our lives this year, but pain is defined by what we do with it, and that pain is turned into depth. It's turned into compassion. It's turned into programs. We're getting ready to go work with hospitals, actually this next week in Rapid City, working with the hospice department, working with the hospital, working with administrators as we teach them how to deal with trauma. Deb Scully and I work on a 6-week program together that we are literally combining a whole system, not a system, but rather a whole way of life for you to be able to connect with yourself, to know what to do when there's a traumatic situation. Sandy Hook was an incredible experience for me to watch people come together in love. Orlando happened, and Deb and I just, we knew we had to get this information out because of what we experienced in Sandy Hook, not just Deb and I, but our whole team of practitioners, of people who care about their communities, who didn't know what to do. When we give them a job, when we teach them what to do, and using essential oils to streamline into that subconscious, to be able to rewrite all of these traumatic and limiting beliefs that we have. So whether it came from your childhood, whether it comes from your daily life, whether it comes from a loss, whether it's a divorce or a parent or a job, it doesn't matter. We all have these stories. So we have tools. We want you to know that you can accomplish anything that you want. And I wanted to share with you that my pathway, my vehicle has been doTERRA. If you find yourself in a place where you need support, please call me. I'm as authentic as I could possibly be in the lives we are changing. Maybe some of you don't know that I go to Haiti. I was going every 6 to 8 weeks for about a year and a half. And when my mom got ill, I started transferring my time and attention to going to be with her a week out of every month. But I'm getting ready to kick back up into Haiti, and just being here at convention this week, seeing the good that people are creating around the world. Betsy Holmes going into China, working with the Grace Foundation and working with autistic children and special needs children who have nowhere else to go, and what she's been able to create over there and what the oils have done. What a gift we have. And I bring up Haiti because come with me. Come on, join me. Let's work together. Let's be a team. Let's find something that we all come together in our talents. This world is so filled with good. Everybody that I see joining me on the call, everybody on my friend list, you're incredible. You have so much to give this world. We need an outlet. We need a way to do this. We need a way to combine efforts. Whatever it is that you came here to do, I want you to do it. I want you to feel it in your heart. I want you to have confidence. I want you to have hope. I want you to believe that you are the one. I want you to learn to be present with yourself. I want you to know that what is inside you is perfect right now. Like, you have everything it takes. Before you even came to this planet, you were downloaded with everything you need to succeed, to create joy. And really, I believe that men are here, that we are here on this planet to learn to create joy, to learn to make a difference, to be that light, to be that love, to be that foundation in the lives of other people. And I invite you today to do that. Start with yourself. Love you. Love who you are. It took me getting really sick to forgive myself, to let go of my limitations, the things, that head talk that told me I wasn't enough. Like, I always had to raise the bar a little higher. It took me being in my deathbed, literally having near-death experiences, to get to the place where there was nowhere else to go but to turn into myself and believe in who I was. And it gave me this ability to turn around and see that in other people, to see that in you, to want to create with you. And so I invite you today to look inside yourself, to be a part of this movement of good. Would I love all of you to be on my doTERRA team and be part of this movement with me? I would. I'm looking for leaders. I'm looking for people who want to jump in with both feet, who want to experience life in a greater way, to have no financial worries. It's a job. It is. You got to show up. You got to put your heart and soul into it. But it's the best thing that you will ever do. Do I want that? Yeah. Come join me. Come be a part of my team. Be a part of this movement. But rather than just that, I want you to do what makes you happy. I want you to find your place of joy. I want you to create that with the people in your community. Find what works. Find your cause. Find your tribe, your people, and do something. Don't wait any longer. Find out what it's about. What is your life about? What if the man who's in the Underground Railroad, what if he said no? What if it was too much for him? He has rescued thousands of children from these sex crimes. What if he didn't show up every day? And what is it that you're not showing up for? Like, what is it that you're supposed to do? And I believe that if you take a look at yourself and just take a deep breath, that you can do something, even if it's just for you today. So I just wanted to share a few of my thoughts. My heart is overflowing because of just being in this convention all week. doTERRA has provided for us. It's interesting. I've been in a lot of different direct sales businesses. I've never been in anything like doTERRA that has this greater mission, this cause. We had a Immaculée here. She was part of a Rwanda. She was part of the genocide. She was a college student at that year, and she told her story. She lost every person in her family. Her dad sent her away just at the right minute to stay with the enemy, who was a friend of his. And she literally stayed in the bathroom, a 3x4 bathroom with about 20 women. I think that's what she said. It's somewhere in there, 15 to 20 women for, what was it, 3 months? She was in the bathroom. And it was incredible. They couldn't talk to each other. They didn't have the ability to make any noise because the man's family didn't even know that these women and children, there was a 7 or an 8-year-old in there with her, as well as teenagers. And their lives were spared by the grace of God, literally. The enemy was outside the bathroom door with the hand on the doorknob and never came in. They massacred 1 million people. 1 million people died in that genocide. Whole families, men, women, and children. And she made it through, but she lost everybody. Her story was all about forgiveness. How she went to the people, the man that murdered her family in prison later on, and gave him permission to forgive himself so that he could move on, because he had lost his whole life too. And the bitterness that she felt, the anger that she felt, she encouraged us to love ourselves enough to be able to forgive other people so that we can move on. And it was an incredible journey. And I just came out of there. My heart is so full after looking about all the service. I don't know of any other company I've been a part of that gives heart, mind, soul to giving to other people. I've never seen it. To just know you're buying an essential oil and it's supporting all these different causes. They've given it, I don't know how many million or whatever they've given to Nepal after the earthquakes. They've rebuilt schools. They've created universities. They have rebuilt homes, provided jobs, put in distilleries just for buying wintergreen. You don't even have to know all that. You just buy a bottle of wintergreen and you're providing jobs, thousands of jobs for people. And I'm so I'm so proud to be part of a company that has this global vision of good, this global vision of giving, this global vision of being a part of something bigger, and that you and I can also do that. You can do it in your own way. It doesn't matter if you're in doTERRA or not. Do it in your way, in your community. I'm kind of repeating myself as people join a little bit. I'm here at convention. We had an incredible week of science research. There is no other essential oil company that is doing what we're doing with research and science and what we're doing. So we invite you to ask us about it. We invite you to be a part of what we're doing, to learn about your body, to learn about foundational health, to know that you can succeed in everything you do. So I've kind of gone the gamut. I was just pouring my heart out. I appreciate you guys just hanging out with me for just a minute because you're important to me. I wanted to share some of my thoughts with you. I run a little bit busy nowadays, and I don't often take the time to just do that. Thanks for all the posts and the thoughts about my mom and my orchid. I can't even believe it. We walked as a blue diamond, and again, you may not know what that means. It's just tremendous amount of work and teamwork has gone into this accomplishment of reaching this rank, and we walked. It's just something you do once a year to recognize, to celebrate the achievements, which a lot of times we don't do. We don't take the time to celebrate what we've done in life, and so we're dressed up and we're surrounded by our family and our friends, and I'm missing my mom. I'm in that moment where my heart is just so full because she wanted to be there. She wanted to share this moment. My mom passed in May, and my dad was there, and it was just amazing to hug him and to see him be so proud of the accomplishments that Shane and I have made, and I was feeling that, and it was we were one of the later people to leave because we like to party a little bit, and we were dancing and we're playing, and I was kind of just feeling a little bit of a loss, and I looked down on the ground and there was an orchid. It was a beautiful orchid. It's the exact color that was in my mom's home when she passed away. We would sit there with the lights and we would look at the orchids at night. She had this infatuation with orchids at the very last month of her life, and it was actually, she would spend a lot of money on buying herself orchids. That we didn't know she had a credit card, but beside the point. But when I saw that orchid on the ground, my sister Erin and I just looked at each other and we were just like, Mom's here. This is a miracle, and it's those small little graces in life. Remember earlier I told you my mom gave me a gift. She taught me how to be present. She taught me how to be one, and when I saw that, it was like her reminder saying, you know what, life is short. Get out there and play full on. Play big. And I want you guys to play big. I want you to be who you are and see who you are. I want you to play big. And she taught me that, and she gave me that gift, and I saw that orchid, and I'm like, oh, Mom, wow, the veil is so thin. And I want to thank you guys for all the posts of encouragement and thoughts, because I know that some of you have lost your family members too this year. Some of you guys have had a lot of trauma in your life, and I want you to know that trauma will make you stronger, that it makes you beautiful, that it gives you compassion. And anyway, just wanted you to feel a little bit of what I was feeling right now. So I encourage you to go out there and pay it forward and share who you are, be who you are. Again, join me in this mission. I'm looking for partnerships. I'm ready to play big. Is there something you guys want to express? Is there something you want to do? I want to partner with you. I'm looking for you. Are you looking for me? If you're ready to show up, you're ready to be there, let's do this together. I've got a trip to Haiti planned in the spring. I want you on that trip with me. I want you to come. I want to go down there. I want to work with, I already have 110 Days for Girls kits sitting at my house ready to go down there. I have thousands of dollars of oils. When I go down there, we work in the orphanage. We go through the villages. We help people. We empower people. I want somebody with martial arts to come with me. I want to teach them a little bit how to protect themselves. I want to teach them about their cycles. I want to teach them about birth control. I want to teach them that they're beautiful. I want to give them hope. And it's not just hope right now, it's hope for their future. This is future generations. You know, my son is right now getting ready. He's learning Tagalog. My son is getting ready to go to the Philippines for 2 years. He is empowering people. We want to travel this world. We want to make a difference. We want you to make a difference. We want you to show up for life. We want you to play big. We want you to be a part of this mission with us, whatever that looks like to you. You guys, I'm reaching out to you as my friends to say that you are an incredible force. You have within you the divinity of God. You have this ability to make a difference in your life, to make a difference in the lives around you. And play big, show up, be who you are, be authentic. It's almost cliche to say that, but I really mean that. I want you to show up for you. I want you to say how you feel to the right person at the right time, at the right intensity. I want you to be authentic. And as you do that, as you step into the scary parts of your life, you step into your life lessons, you will have permission to walk through the doors of your purpose. You will be amazed. Your fear holds you back, and it's your fear has the magic. Your fear holds the beauty of life. Step into your fear. Step into your life. Be part of this mission. Be part of this planet. Be part of the solution. We need to unite in purpose. I am so grateful. I'm grateful for each of you on showing up on this call. I'm grateful for each of you that can't hear me. I'm grateful for those of you who have touched my life all the way back to Dan Rose in high school, all the way back to my friendships in junior high and grade school. I ran into Stacy Reniker, Stacy Mosier from high school here at doTERRA, and we hugged each other and we both got a tear because we remember what it was like to be in those days when we didn't have the confidence. And here we are now, changing lives, playing big, and seeing who we are, and recognizing the changes that we need to make to step into life. So here we are. I'm one of 32,000 people who just completely destroyed Salt Lake City this week. We brought in a lot of industry, a lot of business, but we created change, and we invite you to do the same in your life, in your communities. Here at Salt Palace on one side of me, you can see Salt Palace over here. We filled up the entire, I don't even know what you call it now. It used to be the Delta Center. Conference is over. I'm one of the last people to leave again. I didn't want to leave without sharing my heart to you. So thank you, those of you who have stuck with me to the end. I don't normally do these, but I love you. I appreciate you, and I believe in you. And I want to empower you. I want you to know that you can succeed in everything you do. Call me if you need something. Reach out to me. Reach out to me on Facebook. I know how to empower you. I know now from what I've learned in doTERRA, I know that I can create anything because of what I've done in the last 3.5 years, that we have created an income level that allows us to succeed in life. Some of you may know that Shane retired a few months ago. I had the opportunity to spend the last 2.5 months with my mom, 100% focused on her because of the income I make. I am so grateful for that. I wish that for you. I desire that for you. Whatever you're doing in life, do it well. Show up. Yeah, okay. I should probably be quiet now. Thanks, everybody, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Have an awesome and blessed day. If you're part of my doTERRA team, travel safely, and we're going to connect. We're going to mastermind, and we're going to empower you to empower others.